I'm so happy, man. So freaking happy. Just did 160 kilos for 10 on the squat. And hips are feeling fantastic. Everything's feeling great. Just 100%, right? 100% sending it. 100. I can just wrestle with the bar as hard as I can. As much willpower as I have, I will use it. Nothing is antagonizing me. There is no pain. There is no discomfort. That to me is one of the most beautiful feelings that I can feel by myself, right? There are other great feelings in life, as a lot of you guys know, but by myself, meditating in a garage with rain falling, it's ecstasy, man, absolute ecstasy. I don't know what it is, but the band is helping me. Walking around for the warm-up sets, feeling my hip flexors fire. They say like, almost like pre-fatigued, just walking. Because that band is, continuously trying to do this to you. So they're like, with each step that I'm walking, they're like pushing this way to walk, it's just like this. And the hip flexors are firing up, and then I get under the bar. Man, what a great feeling. Absolutely great feeling. I'm in my quads, my lower back is strong, I'm stacked in my quads, in my glutes, all of that. So I think the key for me has been, which is taking me a long time obviously, but it's to get the hip flexors and the side glutes and all of the glutes really firing at once. It's almost like I've done many rounds around the body trying to do all these different exercises individually. Now, you gotta fire them in some sort of a real movement, you know what I mean? And if you're gonna think about the squat, why don't you squat with some sort of band or some sort of device that's gonna emphasize certain aspects of your body, i.e. the glute medius and minimus, with the iliacus, the psoas, the TFL, rectus femoris, all of that stuff which is engaged. So the band emphasizes some of these structures, which for me have been very weak, I guess, for a long time. And now that they're kind of like on board with the rest of the movement, the rest of the muscles, I'm feeling fantastic. Like 160 for 10. I don't know. I would have to go back, man. I don't know if I've done this in the past. 160 for 10, I'm not sure. So I don't want to say PR or whatever, because I got to go digging. But it's pretty damn up there. So I'm feeling great, feeling fantastic. I'll show you guys now the start of the session. A lot of you guys were telling me that my power cleans or whatever the thing that was, dip cleans, hip cleans, high hip power cleans, high hip, high pulls or whatever, I don't know. It wasn't the greatest. You guys were telling me, why don't you freaking just rack it, front rack it. So I thought I might as well try that. I mean, it's not that I don't see the point of it, because I'm not going to be front squatting it, I'm not going to be pressing it, I'm not going to be jerking it, so it changes nothing in my eyes, but I tried it. And it's good, obviously it's leading up to the next step of progression. But I'm really enjoying that power training, power movement. I think when I was first trying to do Olympic weightlifting, I got into the snatch aspect of things. I watched Clarence Kennedy's video and he said learn the snatch first. And like that was alright, but I found it so freaking difficult, man. So difficult because I need to go wider stance, the shoulder mobility, like all this stuff is like killing me. Even when I front squat, I like it come my hands closer. So to go snatch here, that means I have to start here. It's kind of unnatural for me in so many aspects. So I think kind of learning the clean first, for me at least, it's a lot more fun because it's not so daunting as a snatch because it's not completely new. It's a similar position that I take in the normal deadlift, similar glute position, similar everything. So I reckon I'm going to explore that. Last few days I wanted to do cleans as well, but I've been kind of so tired and whatever, and sore glutes, I didn't want to, but maybe I can do some cleaning like this. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow I can come in and you know, shave off some of the weight and try and, you know, get under the bar a little bit. You know, start catching these cleans a little bit lower, not so high, because right now I'm basically standing when I'm catching them because I'm kind of so afraid of the position. One of you guys said, dude, you can score 4 plates, man. Front score 4 plates. Like, you should be at least 3 plates, you know, clean hanging or whatever, or power cleaning. I mean, right now, as it stands, I'm having trouble holding on to the freaking 80s. So today I did 1 triple and then 1 double, and the reason I couldn't do another triple was because my hands were fatiguing. So this is where I need to start doing the hook. And that's another aspect of things. You know, I have to start conditioning the skin. And the other thing is, I don't know whether you guys know, I mean, maybe some of you guys can recommend something for me. This is a Ohio power bar. It doesn't really spin all that well. So if you're doing these ollie lifts with a bar that doesn't like spinning that much, you start to freaking cop it real bad, like through the thumbs, because the bar wants to turn on you. So if you guys can recommend some bars that are not $1 billion, some like Olympic bars, Olympic weightlifting bars, that would be really cool. I mean, I don't know much about this at all. I got the power bar because it was stiffer than the normal, the Ohio power bar. I got that because it was a bit stiffer than the normal bar. So it's all about kind of the tensile strength or whatever. But so maybe I need to get another bar if I want to do this stuff. I don't know where to get it. Is it even worth it? Do the Olympic weightlifting bars really spin that freely? Is it worth it if I'm going to start hook gripping? Because right now, if I hook grip this thing, I know it's going to want to turn, and it's going to really lay into me real good, and I'm going to be copping it sweetly. So I don't want to, you know, break my freaking skin. As I said, like, you know, I've done deadlifts up to like 200. The 220 deadlift that I first did was done with a hook grip, and back then I had a bar which was really, really smooth, and it was bent, so the thing didn't turn. As long as you set it up on the ground, you know, with the bend going up. So it was kind of easy to, you know, hook grip that because the bar wouldn't, you know, roll on you. And the fact that it was a smoother bar, I had like really easy time hook gripping that. And then when I got this bar, you know, within like a couple of weeks, I started really breaking down the skin. The bar does not want to spin. So maybe that's the next thing I need to do if I'm going to take this thing differently, seriously, which I really want to. I'm really having fun. Like, it's making me feel unbelievable, man. It's like making the lower body and upper body work together, and I'm really having fun with it. So, especially coming off a night shift like I am today, you know, on these days I really need something to pick me up. And so a lot of you guys have said, like, you know, the ollie lifts are very similar to the pin squats that you talked about in the jumping. And so this is the basket that I have ollie lifting in. Pin squats wake you up real good, you know, short range of motion, lots of weight, you know, power. Really gonna push everything into it. Don't worry about range of motion or anything. You got pins there. And jumping obviously is the same thing. You're like letting everything into it, throwing your arms up, all that stuff. Weightlifting is kind of like that, you know, but it's easier to progress that than, you know, I guess pin squats is also easy to progress, but it's very taxing. Very taxing to have 300 kilos on your back. Even if it's freaking 1 millimeter range of motion, it's still axial loading. So I think ollie lifting is, I mean, I'm saying ollie lifting, but I just want to learn how to clean, learn how to power clean and whatever. And one thing is, I don't want to be throwing the weights on the ground, so I do have to catch. That's another thing which I've always kind of not liked, catching it. Even if I get, I mean, I should probably get those cushions, whatever they're called, those foam cushions. But even they probably make a lot of noise. But anyway, I should probably get that. But for now, I need to start hooking, and I don't think the bar is for hooking. Because, you know, when you throw the thing, the plates are going to want to spin, and as the weights spin, they're going to put rotational force on the bar because it's not spinning so freely, and then it's going to just like churn away at the skin, and that's going to be a deterrent, you know, for me to do it. So give me a recommendation on a bar. Like, you know, I usually shop from Rogue Australia here. It's in Melbourne, and so like a lot of that stuff is really good. Maybe they have a bar, I don't know. Be interesting to hear what you guys say about that. But yeah, good session. I think an hour in total. Appreciate you guys, and like always appreciate you, and I look forward to these comments because I need some direction from you guys. Anyway, until next time, appreciate you guys. My God, I'm saying it all the time, 50 times. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.